When we're talking about shooting, we generally talk about 5 big topics. Your stance, the way that you're gripping the firearm, the way that you press the trigger, aiming the gun into the target, and of course, recoil management. Right now, let's talk about sight alignment, sight picture, and kinesthetically aligning the firearm with the target. Clearly, we have to properly get the gun aimed into the target. Now, I like to get the gun into a consistent position that allows us to make sure that we're kinesthetically aligning our body, our eyes, our gun with the target itself. But on the top of that handgun, we do have sights on the top. We have a front sight post and a rear sight. Sight alignment is going to be the relationship between the front sight and the rear sight. The sights are aligned properly when we have an even horizontal plane across the front sight to the rear sight. That's the up and down, think about that. And when there's an equal amount of space or light that is on either side of that front sight post in between that notch in the back. So equal height, equal light. That's what we're looking for sight alignment. Sight picture is the relationship of the aligned sights with the actual target that we're trying to shoot. Anytime that we're using our sights, good idea to close the eye and shift your focus from the target to that front sight post that you can get that properly aligned. Now, when doing that, the rear sight may be a little bit fuzzy as well as the target's going to be a little bit blurry. But by shifting that focus back, it's going to allow us to work a little bit more efficiently with our body. Now, a minute ago, I mentioned that I like to kinesthetically align. Well, if we're talking about personal defense, we may not be able to have our focus on that front sight post if you're dealing with something that's very surprising, threatening, dynamic, that's not the front sight post, that's not on the front of the gun. So at times, our body may focus on whatever it perceives as a threat. So it is important that we learn how to drive the firearm out there into a consistent position that puts our sights aligned with the target, even though we're looking past that at the target. So keeping both eyes open and learning how to drive that gun out in and parallel with the line of sights. So all the way in our sight plane, but not tilted up, not tilted down, and in parallel with our line of sight all the way out there to the target.